call this an indoor quarantine activity. Home bowling. All we need are pins and a bowling ball. Now, I know what you're thinking. If I go to the closet and I grab Mom or Dad's bowling ball, isn't it bad for the bowling ball if I roll it on the hardwood floors and the carpeting? Yes, it is. Hardwood floors and baseboards could chip your bowling ball, and carpeting will scuff up the finish. Don't do that. We have alternatives. Alright, let's start with bowling pins. Bowling pins. I'm going to guess that most people don't have 10 plastic bowling pins laying around. You'd like to have 10, but you don't have to have 10. But I'm going to guess most people don't have bowling pins laying around their house. So, we have to get creative. I went into my pantry, just my pantry. Now, keeping in mind what's going on, pandemics, and stay inside and load up on supplies. I went into my pantry, and I came up with 3 things, all real good bowling pins. Number 1, aluminum cans. Larger ones work good, but they dent, so maybe not. Number 2, bring it over, a big thing of water. Now, we want to be careful. We don't want to go busting up water bottles. However, empty water bottles might work. I'm probably going to try this with full water bottles in my basement because my floor is already wet because we flooded. See, my knees are probably wet. You can't see that. Wow, I'm going to do this all the way through. Okay, 3. What I do have, which is very viable if you live in an apartment or you have an area that's a little more fragile and something that might not be as fragile, paper towels. I'm sure everybody's stocked up on those too, right? Great bowling pins. Sorry, Vern. Vern's fine. Okay, now we need a ball. Please, do not use Mom or Dad's bowling ball. It's bad for the house. Okay, moving along. You can use anything. Don't use a basketball. It really kind of depends on what kind of pins you're using. If you're using heavy pins like paper towels, you might want to use something heavier like a volleyball. Volleyballs are nice. I'm going to try a Nerf soccer ball, but maybe you don't have that. It doesn't matter what you have. Use whatever you got. Imagination, that's what we have to do. You could use a ball like this. This happens to be a sun with little sunspots. Hi, Charlie, that's for you. A sun with little sunspots that I've used as the sun. But anyway, there we have it on ball. I just hit the camera. Okay, moving along, there we have balls. Lastly, what we need is a long space. Here is my bowling alley, minus cats. Wow. Minus cats. This will be my bowling alley. So, let's get going. Okay, I've got my pins set up. I'm stoked. I'm ready to go. Let's try it. Let's talk about the pins for a minute. Remember when I said everything in the gym is math and science? Well, here you go. Now, I have 10 pins, but for quarantine home bowling, you don't have to have 10. Maybe you only have 5, which is fine. Having 10 bowling pins is only important if you want to play by official bowling rules and keep an official bowling score, which is math. What's really important is the shape I have arranged my bowling pins in. We call that a triangle, but in the math world, it's called geometry, and that shape depends on a science called physics to make the game work as it does. And there you have it, basic home bowling. Knock them down, set them up, knock them down again. If you want to know how to play by real rules, well, that video is coming right up.